Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're playing some 4 colors Shape Anew Rhinos. I've been trying to brew a Shape Anew portal deck, and I saw this list 5.0 and it looked interesting, so I wanted to try it before I committed to one of my own. If you guys are curious, I'll post my final list and the final thoughts at the end of this video. So for this version, there's a couple things that I'm a little uneasy about, but I wanted to try it. If this person could have success, maybe we can too. So this list is running 4 triomes. So these are 4 come into play tapped lands, which automatically I'm not a fan of. The reason they're doing that is because each one of these lands is a forest, which is super important because one of the main ways we get food is with Gingerbread Cabin. So we need to have at least 3 forests in play before we play this in order to create the food. So that way we can shape anew into Portal to Phyrexia. So the core of this deck is just Footfalls, Ardent Plea, and Violent Outburst. But then hopefully the fun part is casting Shape Anew into Portal to Phyrexia. So Shape Anew, we sacrifice a food or a treasure token, get Portal. Opponent has to sacrifice 3 creatures, and then we can just recur a creature on our turn every time. So this list is running 3 Teferi. Teferi is just a great card, and it's just good against control matchups. Kind of slows the game down. We have Prismari Command to hit that treasure token, and it's pretty flexible in itself. A weird card in this list is Qasali Ambusher. So this card is primarily for like Ragavan or early aggro. It can be sweet, it can be like a getcha card, but I'm still on the fence about it. For our top end, we have Omnath, Locus of Creation. This is just looking to get value, especially with Portal. If this dies, we can Portal it back. And then we have Leyline Binding for removal. We have our 2 Fury for early removal. Just another card that we can Portal, get back over and over again, kill all our opponent's creatures. Also, if you're wondering where Shardless Agent is, we cannot play Shardless Agent with Shape Anew, because Shape Anew could potentially get Shardless Agent because it's an artifact. So we have to play 4 Ardent Plea and 4 Outbursts instead. For the sideboard, we have some interesting choices. We have 2 Inevitable Betrayal. This is for Tron decks, Titan decks, just something where you can get like a sweet creature from your opponent's deck. 3 Disputes and Force Negation for control. Subtlety for big mana Teferi. Force of Vigor for artifacts and enchantments. We have Endurance for Graveyard Hate. Another Ambusher. We can board that in against Ragavan decks and some aggro decks. 2 Sundering Titan for big mana decks. Usually a lot of the 4 color, 5 color Archon. And then we are a Kaheera deck. Kind of cute with Ambusher here because it's a cat. So we have cats and elementals kind of playing together. So we get Kaheera for free. So that's this version of 4 colors Shape Anew Rhinos. I hope the deck does well. I hope we get to do the thing. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. We are on the draw. Gonna reveal Kaheera here. This hand actually looks pretty good. Opponent mulligan to 6. We're gonna keep this. We have most of our mana. This will go get a tri-land, and then we'll have kind of some aggro here. All right, so we're up against Hammer. Pretty obvious against because this opponent always plays this deck. So they play Esper Sentinel. I would like to draw a red card, and we did. That's pretty cool. So we'll hold this. Hopefully they can play more creatures out, and we'll be able to get them with Fury. They play Marsh Flats, crack it, untap. This is probably going to be hopefully this is a Stoneforge for Coldra. That's probably like best case scenario here. So guard his aid into Hammer. No, okay. So this could be Spell Pierce, could be Blacksmith Skill, or just holding up Hammer for removal. There's a lot to play around here. Kind of scary. We'll get Jetmir's Garden because now with Breeding Pool and Jetmir's, we have all our mana. All right, we draw a land. I'm trying to think. So if we go for, we can go for Fury. I think we're going to Fury these away. See if they have a Spell Pierce, they just die. If they don't, if they have like a Hammer or a Blacksmith Skill, they save 1 and like, I guess that's fine. And we have Leyline Binding. So the question is, if we play out Breeding Pool first, that'll let them know that we're up to something. Or we just Fury them now. They Blacksmith Skill. They most likely have a Hammer, I feel like. They're going to Hammer Esper Sentinel. There's a lot to play around here. All right, so let's lead with Breeding Pool. We're going to do this because if they do Hammer, I want to Leyline Binding for 1 and then pay the tax for Sentinel here. And then we can like Leyline Binding. So we'll target this, see if they Hammer. Okay, so they do have Blacksmith Skill. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to give it indestructible, so it doesn't matter what damage we play. So they only have 1 card in hand. We'll just pass. They play Arid Mesa, crack it. They attack with Esper Sentinel, do nothing. I think we just Leyline Binding the Sentinel because we're going to tap out for Ardent Plea anyway. We're going to Leyline Binding this. Oh, I'm stupid. For some reason, I thought we had all 5. Okay, I guess we're just going to do this now. They get to draw a card. For some reason, I thought we had all 5 color sources of mana here. They will get the draw, which isn't ideal. But we're going to tap out for Ardent Plea anyway. I'm going to take their creature, so they can't equip anything to it. Another Heath. Yeah, I thought we had our black source. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking this was Indatha. So we'll play Windswept Heath and just slam Arden play. Blue, white, get a forest so that way we have Gingerbread Cavern mana. I think if they had Spell Pierce, they would have used it. They also could have just drawn it with that. Well, no, because they would have countered it still. All right, and then we'll just pass. So next turn, all right, they do have Ink Moth next us, which is scary. Now we can just lose to, that'd be really sad to lose to Ink Moth Sigardas, because that's a great draw for them, and we don't have any way to play around that. I'm trying to think if I should even show them the Shape Anew thing. They're at 8. We'll just play a land, suspend, and pass. We don't have to put the Kaheera to hand, I don't think. So we're either dead to Ink Moth, Hammer, or we just lose straight up. If they have it, that's going to be so sad. They would have had the top deck like insanely well there. If they're doing this, they have to have it. Can't believe that, man. I mean, Hammer gets lucky like that sometimes. That's why it's like the best deck. That's unfortunate. So against Hammer, we have 2 Force of Vigor and Subtlety. What don't we want? Quasali's not that great. They're pretty fast deck. Guess we'll get rid of 1 Omnath. Endurance. We'll try that. This hand has Boseiju and like so much top end, but I think it's too much top end, so we're gonna maul. This hand's also pretty terrible. We have this, but just like no. I guess we'll keep because we have like Boseiju, and that's kind of like a spell. Kind of awkward. All right, so we'll lead up on a Foothills. This will go to Triumph. Hopefully we can make it long enough to cast all these spells. Opponent plays Windswept, Crack, Hallowed Fountain, Esper Sentinel. Same play as last time. Get an Endatha here this time. Arden play, pretty good draw. And play Misty and just pass. Again, hopefully they go Stoneforge into Cauldra, which would be best for us. They swing in. Do they have 1 land? Marsh Flats into... Oh man, that's terrible actually. So we can't do anything about that. We can't Arden play, we can't Fury. Now we just have to like make our land drops. We could catch or try him here. It's like the best card against us. All right, we'll play Wooded Foothills. We're making our land drops. So again, we can't cast Ardent Play because it'll just get countered by Lavinia. Or Footfalls will anyway. If we can draw Shape Anew, that would be ideal. We have Boseiju for any Ink Moth things. We can take some hits here. We don't really care. Alternatively, we could have fetched and put Kaheera to hand, but I don't think that's going to matter much because next turn we're just going to play Omnath. All right, they swing in for 3. Looking pretty scary. There's the Stoneforge. Blue Mountain open for Spell Pierce. Colossus Hammer. Springleaf Drum. So them doing this means they have Pure Steel in hand. Oh, and Sigardas. Damn, dude, their hand is like perfect. Very sad. Look at Jetmir's here. Another Omnath. So now we can't really... So we could... What can we do? We can Boseiju, Sigardas Aid. I feel like we just have to do that while they're tapped out because if they have Blacksmith skill, we just lose, even with Boseiju. We're just going to do that now. Because if we let them untap and they have skill, we just, straight up lose. Saga, good draw for them. So we know they have Hammer and whatever in hand. If we could draw Shape Anew, that would be ideal. As long as they don't have a Spell Pierce. Okay, they do not have a Spell Pierce. They would get to draw a lot, though. So, yeah, this isn't looking good. Green, red. So we're going to play Omnath here. I wish we drew a land, then we could just wipe their whole board. Just things aren't really working out here. Blue. If we could draw Shape Anew, well, we don't have the mana. I guess Fetch Land doesn't even do anything. It gains us life, so maybe that's a thing. So we'll see. I don't know what the best thing. I guess the best thing we can draw is like a Fetch Land to gain life. All right, we'll play the Plains. Now we have Fury mana next turn. They untap. They do have Urza Saga tokens. They draw the land. So we know they have Hammer in hand. They don't attack. That's good for us. Again, Shape Anew. Okay, Force of Vigor. We'll take that. Let's start by Furying here. So we're going to cast Fury. I'm going to go 1, 2, 1. And we have Force of Vigor, backup. They have 1. This would be a 3-3. I think we'll just hold back. I think it's fine. We know what their hand is. They're going to make a construct here. Do we let them untap with this? I don't think so. Well, we have to let them untap, unfortunately. So they're going to make another construct. They get a Shadow Spear, sure. All right, so we're going to eat these 2 and then just block. See if they have... Okay, they don't have anything. All right, so we block for free and we win. Nice. Okay, so that's how it should go. That went really well for us. They top decked pretty well, but we kind of had a little bit of everything. And our top deck Force of Vigor was very clutch. All right, so this is another land-heavy hand. So we're going to mulligan. Mulligan. This hand we will keep. We have Footfalls, Force, Ardent Plea. We're going to hold Footfalls to pitch to Force. But we will keep this, and we're going to put back Gingerbread Cavern. We've had to mulligan every time, which kind of stinks. Shapers, we get a Hammer. Okay. Catria Triumph. So we'll just play this now and pass. So then getting a Hammer immediately means... I guess maybe they had no turn. Means they don't have, what's her name? The 1-drop. But again, they have Lavinia right on time. So now we need Fury or something else. It sucks that they have this. Hopefully, they'd have nothing else but this, but most likely not. They have 6 cards in hand. Saga. Ugh. We can't even force anything right now. Not looking good. Is this going to get a Cauldra? Oh, another Hammer. All right, so that means they have either Pure Steel or Sigardas. I'll get Indaltha here. Another Footfalls, terrible draw. So we're probably just like dead next turn, right? It's gonna play this tapped and pass. Alternatively, we could have played an untapped source, put Kaheera to hand, or just well, let's. All right, we'll just we'll suspend the Footfalls just because we have one to. We can't pitch one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I guess let's just suspend them because we can't pitch them anyway because of Lavinia. This is definitely the best card against us. Hopefully we draw something for. Oh my god, we've drawn like shit. Oof. Okay, this is not looking good. We've drawn Footfalls into Portal. Definitely the worst draw. They're just gonna make a bunch of constructs. The fact that they have 2 hammers in hand, I feel like we have to play around. Yeah, hammer. Yeah, Pure Steel. And we know they have 2 hammers in hand, so it's like, this sucks because they can just attack. We have to kill these 2, and then they can just play another hammer. 1, 2. I guess we probably should have, actually we should have, okay, I was going to say, we should have killed, because 1, 2, if we kill these 2, then they have 2 artifacts. They need 1 more artifact, but like, we're going to be killing the hammers anyway, so it doesn't really matter when we do it. If we do it now and they don't have an artifact, like we're still going to kill them before they attack. They're just drawing a lot with Pure Steel. And the fact that they're drawing so much, man, yeah, we're just dead then. Damn, yeah, they just had the nuts. So I hammer's the best deck. Unfortunate. All right, match 2. We're on the play this time. Let's hope it goes well, and it is not going well. We've mulliganed every single time, so let's keep the trend going. We will keep this. It's not the greatest, but we'll put back Portal. It sucks when you have to mulligan so many times, but I feel like that happens a lot here. We will play Indaltha tapped and pass. We can play untapped source, play Footfalls, just to kind of keep it going. Another hammer deck, Jesus. All right, now we'll suspend, play this, and pass. I just wanted to play this tapped first, just in case we didn't draw a land, we could cast Omnath on curve. But again, we could just be dead here. They most likely attack hammer, and we go to 10. Or now because they drew Ink. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, we're just dead next turn, unless we draw... No, I don't think there's anything we can draw here. So we'll go get Ketria Triome. If they activate Inkmoth, we just die. Maybe we could like bluff something, but yeah, no. We'll play this and pass. Again, we can put Kaheera to hand, but it's not going to matter. We also can't tap out in terms of representing something. All right, they activate Stoneforge. So there you go. They could have killed us, but they play it safe, which is fine. Unless they just play Hammer this turn. Well, now they're just going to play Hammer this turn because there's nothing we can do. We'll play it out. We'll just show you guys. Swinging for 5, cast Hammer. They don't cast Hammer. They must be holding up protection then. They're playing it super safe. I guess they, like, there's no reason not to for them. Like, they have the game. We draw Ard and play. We'll play Ard and play, and then they'll kill us with Inkmoth. This matchup seems pretty terrible for us. Unless we draw, like, Force of Vigor, like how that one game went. I can't see us, like, ever beating this matchup. They're not activating Inkmoth Nexus, which is crazy to me. Well, man. Oh, shit. All right, well, I skipped blocks, and now they're going to put a hammer in. Yeah, we could chump there. All right, so we'll bring in Force of Vigor, Subtlety, like we did last time, board out. Ambusher does nothing here, and we'll try that. But yeah, so if we double block there, we lose our board. Next turn, we Omnath. Even if we draw, it's like there's nothing we can draw in our deck. There's nothing that acts at... I mean, okay, I guess we could draw... Well, even Prismari Command wouldn't do it, because I guess we'd have to leave it up. So I guess we have the one of. This hand. We have 2 Ardent Pleas. This is basically a mod of 6. Would we keep this on a mod of 6? I feel like we need interaction here. We'll keep it because of Teferi. Teferi can bounce something, but if they have that super aggro start, like again, they could have killed us very easily, but they played it slow, which I think is correct. Hopefully this version doesn't play Lavinia, since this is black-white instead of a blue-white. Sigarda's Aid, not what we want to see. Get Indaltha here. Notably, we don't have a red source, but we also don't have a red source in hand, so I don't really care that much. So this is the same start as last time. We'll play this tapped. So they can attack. They can go like land, hammer, or oh my god. So they're probably going to wait now because they have the Inkmoth. See what they play. Draneth Magistrate. More hate. Outburst. So we will play our Forest. Another card like we can't really beat. We'll play Teferi here. They must not have a hammer, or like they're playing, I don't know, maybe not playing well, they're playing safe. I don't know what to make of it. So we could, regardless of what we bounce, I think we're going to bounce this. It's a good draw, actually. Definitely need these lucky top decks to beat this deck. So they're going to replay Magistrate? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Magistrate's a lot easier to beat than, what's her name? Play Plains out. I guess we're going to put Kaheera to hand. We would love a Leyline Binding. We haven't seen any Leyline Bindings in a bit also. So next turn we can play Kaheera. We'll probably pitch Outburst to Force just because we have so many Ardent Pleas. Like, hopefully they go all in on something and don't have the, so they get Hammer. See if they play a land and activate Inkmoth. They don't. So they're going to attack. This will, oh, wow. Oh, well, they can't with Teferi out, I guess. So that kind of works out for us. We can be patient with this force also. Ugh, okay, I guess we're pitching all this. Play out Kaheera, companions, all right. Plus the fairy, and I mean, do we get this footfalls going? We have so many. I think we do. We have way too many cascaders in hand, so I think it's fine to do that. Colossus Hammer. I'm just trying to think, because they don't have a white source for protection, do we do this now? Do we just like, I think we do. Because I don't want them to play a white source and then, we're just going to kill both of these. I don't want them to play a white source and have protection. It looks like they had protection here. So they tried tapping Inkmoth and Shadow Spear. Can't do it because of Teferi, casting it in response. Footfalls. We really need to kill this Magistrate. Yes, Leyline Binding. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to do everything because we're not drawing any mana. This does have Vigilance, so we will attack with this. And again, we can play it safe. We can just hold this binding up just in case they draw anything insane. They are missing land drops as well, but they also don't need as many lands to function as we do. They equip Ornithopter. It's probably coming out to Fairy. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm trying to think of how aggressive if we want to be. Do we want to Leyline Binding this and then just start kind of going all out? I think we do. They don't have double white, notably, so I think that's the big consensus here. So Gingerbread Cabin. So we're going to do this now, so that way Kaheera has Exalted. Plus onto Fairy. We'll attack. Next turn, we will Ardent Plea again. I mean, that's not going to do much. So they're at 14. It's still not dead here. Is the Stoneforge? Okay. So we can assume they drew that for turn and still not a land. Colossus Hammer. Do they attack? They do attack me. All right, they go back. They attack the fairy. Okay. Again, Shape Anew is lethal here. By lethal, I mean they should scoop. Rhinos on Suspend. Omnath? Okay. We will take an Omnath. Blue. Except we don't have red mana. No, it's biting us in the ass. Awkward. Yeah, our mana situation has been shit this game. So we will attack, and then we'll just play another Ardent Plea and hope they can't kill us. The fact that they got another hammer makes me think that they have Cauldron in hand, which is scary. So we're gonna play out Ardent Plea again, but it doesn't matter if they have Cauldron in hand. This will be lethal. There's way too many attackers. Look at us playing like Bant Rhinos here. All right, so that resolves, and we will just pass. They're at 4. We know they have a hammer in hand. They probably have like Pure Steel Paladin in hand. If they draw a white source, I feel like we lose, honestly, because they can play because they could play Pure Steel. I guess they would need another artifact too, but then they can just equip they play Hammer and then they just equip everything and attack and we lose. So that worked out. All right, we're just gonna run it back and hopefully it goes a little better for us. Reveal Kaheera. Oy. These hands. We have double Rhino, 2 lands, and Shape Anew. The double Rhino is annoying. This is pretty fantastic. We go Spara. Is this a keep though? You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think, if I should keep this or not, because this is questionable. We're on the draw, so we could hit more lands, but we're not going to get to suspend Rhinos. We have Furies, we have Force of Vigors, Subtlety, pitching Ardent Plea. But then if they have Dranith Magistrate, we're just kind of screwed. 1, 2. They probably have Thoughtseize also. If they have Thoughtseize, we're kind of screwed. The double Rhinos. I'm going to mulligan because we don't have the lands to like guarantee Shape Anew mana. And then this is just kind of awkward. All right, this hand is whatever. We're going to keep it just because we're not going to 5 and we can put back Portal. We have Removal, we have Footfalls, we have Force. That's good enough for me. Turn 1, Sigarda's Aid. Okay. So we can suspend Footfalls here, but then we'd have to pitch Omnath. I am going to save Omnath here. I'm just going to save Omnath because I want to get Triomes for Leyline Binding. I think that's where we're at right now. God, the Inkmoth. I mean, if they go... Okay, so they're going to attack. We'll see if they have the Hammer's protection. That's what it's looking like. Let's see if they have it here. They do, they just protect Hammer and we like have to Leyline Binding something next turn. It's not the end of the world, but it's pretty obnoxious. Yeah, they have it. Alternatively, we could have done Hammer Ornithopter. Actually, yeah, I think if we did Hammer Ornithopter and then we just... I guess that's better because then we can just Leyline the Sigarda's Aid. Kind of missed that one. And we were trying to play around this too. Like, so if we wanted to play around this, we could have just blown these 2 up and they'd have to protect 1. So it just, Sigarda's Aid scares me. But now we can just get rid of 1 of these. So we definitely want something. We definitely want, Sex Wave the Forest in hand. We'll get Jetmir's here to Fairy. They have 2 cards in hand. I think we have to do this now because if we do not, so we need black, blue. So yeah, we fucked up. We shouldn't have gotten Jetmir's. We should have gotten something else. We should have gotten Ketria because now we need 2. Well, I also wanted the red source too. So it's. I mean, I guess Ketria gets that also. We're just gonna eat that now. Notably, we're eating the creature just in case they have, like, they draw a Springleaf Drum or something. But they could, oh God, that's also not good. Subtlety, I mean, we have to play out to Fairy here. I guess we're just gonna bounce Sigarda's Aid, make them recast it, make them spend white mana. Shape Anew, okay. So if we can draw a fetch land and they have creatures out, we can get there. We have Subtlety just in case to pitch to anything. They play the Sigarda's Aid. Are we just dead? Yeah, we're just dead. I don't know how else we could have played this. They just kind of had it all. Again, let me know what you guys think. These matches seem pretty fucking terrible. I guess we could be patient with Leyline Binding, but then if they have protection or Thoughtseize or whatever, I mean, we could use it and cast it in response to Thoughtseize, but I don't know. The games in which we draw Force versus, well, I mean, we drew Force that game, but it just didn't matter. They just drew everything there. All right, reveal Kaheera. We're on the draw again, and I guess we'll keep this. Kind of awkward here against a Thoughtseize deck. Or against Scam. All right, well, I don't know. This matchup spread is not looking great for us. But I guess, I mean, Hammer's the best deck with Murktide and Scam, so we should be expecting these anyway. And they do have the Scam. They're going to take Fury away. Sometimes you just, like, hope to not run into the best decks. Play the Stepped and Pass. Again, we could suspend Footfalls. I do want to get some lands down. We have 3 untapped sources, I guess. Monkey. They attack. Ragavan hits another land. Okay, well, clearing all the shitty Shape Anew. Okay, I'd like to see that. We'll suspend. We'll pass. That's like why it's important to hold our fetch lands too, so we can go get Gingerbread Cabin. It sucks we're going to be taking a bunch of monkey hits though. So they play Ragavan. They hit us. I think we're just like dead unless, I mean, that would have been a perfect draw. We need to like exactly hit cat. Like this is what we needed. They play Adoration. No, and they draw the Thoughtseize. Ugh, our 1 out. Do we hit a Cascader? Or is it going to be just another land? We hit a Cascade. Sweet. So we have red, green. We will play this out. And I guess we just hold up Outburst. We're going to take 4, block Monkey, I guess. Another iteration? Oh, Ragavan, yeah. I think we just take 4. Okay, we cast Outburst here. Like, instead of double blocking here, taking 2, and then they get to... I don't know. What's better? Well, especially if they have an Undying effect. I think because they can have an Undying effect that we have to... We'll just block Monkey here. Because if they Undying this... It just trades 1 and then we can't block it next turn. Not that we can like survive anyway. All right, they just pass. I don't know what they have in their hand. They didn't bolt this. Another Outburst. All right, I guess we kind of have to get in here. It's going to make our hand pretty obvious. Play another land. Iteration? Sure. I mean, we just died a bolt. So hopefully... They played a land before Iteration also, which I think is weird. They're looking for the kill. Oh, fuck. Now we just lose. God damn it. Yeah. Terminate's a good one, unless they do something. Fuck, yeah, now we just lose. Yeah, they had to find exactly Terminate. So I guess in hindsight, attacking with just 1, knowing that they're dead no matter what on the next turn. So this was just a terrible attack. That's on us. Yeah, that's our fault. We could have played better there. I guess Subtlety's good. Bring in Subtlety, take out. Fairy's not the greatest. I'll just do that. Yeah, that sucks. They needed exactly Terminate to win there. But we could have played around that. We'll keep this hand. Suspend Rhinos. I don't like mulliganing against this deck, just especially if they have the Scam, you're just screwed. So we'll suspend and pass. This will get a Triumph. We have Ambusher up for Ragavans. It looks like they are going to either Ragavan or Scam us. And they scam us. Did they take both of these or just these 2? Probably both of these. No, they take Prismari Command. Okay. Footfalls on suspend. 3 turns to Fairy and just pass. I guess it didn't really matter what order they took them in because this has Menace anyway. So we need to go get a blue and white source here. It's not going to matter because it's going to be too hard to cast. Thoughtseize. We are getting scammed the hell out. So we definitely want blue. Take Spars here. Just trying to like bide our time. Another Teferi. We can't cast it, unfortunately. We're just going to put Kaheera to hand. Instead of just like casting this outright. This is us hoping they have like Ragavan in hand, but they have Iteration. Good draw for them. They played the land again first. It's so weird. Like they're not even, we can't punish them for like playing like this. They resolve Iteration. They evoke Grief. God damn it. Do they have another Undying effect too? They take Teferi. Yeah, we are getting hardcore scammed here. So I'm not sure what our best draw is, to be honest here. They take Kaheera, most likely, right? Doesn't really matter what they take for them. They get them for 4. We need like, we don't have any red source for Outbursts either. Okay, now we do. All right, we'll just play Kaheera out. We get hit for 8, go down to 3, just die to Lightning Bolt. Well, we're gonna get down to 2 because of Windswept Heath. They attack, and we're not dead. We go to 2. Get a Ketria Triumph here. We have Rhinos coming off suspend. We just need like more bodies. Nah, we just lose. Damn. Did not draw well. They drew really well. And we got scammed. We should have won that first game though. That was our fault. All right, match 4. We're on the play finally, and let's see if that does anything for us. God, these hands. This deck's just terrible, right? Like these fucking hands. We knew this is what we were going to be getting into playing all these triumphs. Like turn 3, turn 4, something like that. This is like a Multa 6. Would I keep this on a Multa 6? I guess I would. And we're on the play, so play Jetmirrors and pass. We can always discard Portal to Prismari Command. Just trying to do the thing. They play Mishra's Bauble. So we can assume this is Murktide, which, oh man, if we have Quasali, come on, Ambusher. Ambusher. Fuck. Yeah, Ambusher would have been insane here. So we're assuming this is, or I guess they hit us. They take a land. That's great for us. Oh shit, that's annoying. Guess we'll get rid of Jetmirrors. That's fucking annoying. This deck's really good against us too because we're a land deck. All right, I guess we'll pass again and hope they don't have another one. I want them to make us like discard. That would be ideal. They attack. They hit Leyline Binding. We would have liked that. Do they have another Crack the Earth? They have Esper Sentinel. Okay. Do not have another. This league is just like a shit show. Boom bust. Like we're playing against these like meme decks, and we're playing a meme deck ourselves, so it's not helping. All right, we're gonna go play another fetch land and pass. We would have liked to draw a Fury here. Fury would have been a great draw. Fury, if we had Fury or Ambusher, we would have been in a fantastic spot. Okay, good. They're making a token. That's what we like to see. And they have another Saga. They get him for 3. No. Okay, actually, we don't care about that. They could cast that if they want. I don't think they're going to. I feel like they're just going to equip Shadow Sphere, maybe. So we have red. All right, we'll get a Spar's headquarters here and pass. Worst draw. All right, what do we do? What do we do? Like, we can Prismari command the Construct token. I think we have to do that because if they attack with this, we're screwed. We're gonna destroy. We're gonna deal 2 and destroy, I guess. So we're gonna deal 2 to the Ragavan and then destroy target artifact. I think that's the only way we're living here. We can't pay for Esper Sentinel. Oh my god. No, we're getting trolled. God damn. All right, so against meme boom bust, we'll bring in a Quasali Ambusher, 2 Force of Vigor, and bring in Subtlety. Nah, we don't need Subtlety. What comes out though? Teferi, not that good here. I think we just take out all the Teferis. All right, we'll be on the play again and see if we can keep our land base here. All right, we're gonna keep it. We have lands, we have threats, removal. See if it means anything. Opponent mulligan 2/5. Let's see if that does anything for us. Play Windswept Teeth and pass. They play Advantage into Ragavan. We have 4 ambushers, so we would love to draw one of those. Get an Andatha here just in case we do. God. Let's see. I honestly think we're just going to... Are we going to get Mana Tithe? They can't have 2 Ragavans in hand, right? There's no way they would keep 2 Ragavans. We're going to get Stomping Ground here. We're just going to do this now. There's no way they kept 2 Ragavans in hand. They would have to exactly draw it, and this will keep them off extra mana, and then if they want to crack the earth, they have to kill their own land. Thraben Inspector. Well, now they can crack the earth. Oy. All right, well, we're definitely getting rid of Leyline Binding. This came into play tapped. We're going to Outburst on our turn to play around Mana Tithe. Totally fine with doing this. We don't care about, like, cheesing them or anything. So now we have fodder to sack, so we don't have to sack our lands. We can play Omnath next turn. We can play Outburst. They shock that in. 3 mana for Fable. Fine with that. Okay. Wooded Foothills. I think we're just going to be aggressive here. We don't have to... We'll play Omnath next turn with a fetch land up. I think that's fine. We also should have cast Outburst in response to attack, but I wasn't paying attention. So do that, play a land and pass. So I'm not sure how they get out of this. We're playing like garbage, but this should be fine. They draw a card and probably concede. No, they're fighting Esper Sentinel. Okay, and then they concede. Yay, we won. All right, let's run it back. All right, this hand is garbage. We have all top end, terrible lands. We're gonna maul. This hand is better. We're gonna keep this. We don't have a red source, notably for Violent Outburst. We also don't have a white source. Oh god, this is probably a Multa 5 to be honest. So we can like turn 1 Footfalls. I think we're gonna keep this on the back of hopefully Force gets there. How greedy are we to get rid of a land here? I'm gonna get rid of Gingerbread Cabin. We need a fetch land regardless. So like if we don't draw a fetch land, we're losing anyway. So I think it's fine, I guess. See if they go monkey. Like if we draw a fetch land, we're just golden. Fetch land just like wins the game on the spot. The worst draw. Play Footfalls and pass. Now we're just fucked. Like all we needed was a fetch land. Okay, they cleared off Omnath. Oh, they passed. Oh, that's huge for us. Holy shit. Come on, fetch. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Suspend, suspend. Oh my god. So we're not going to force this. The fact that they didn't do anything this turn with it, I don't know what's in their hand, to be honest. No, the planes. That I think is worth doing. Okay, so that's okay. So they just have that in their hand. Okay, whatever. Manatide. So they just have all reactive spells. It looks like. Hoping they don't have a. Hopefully we don't draw any. Okay. Well, fuck. Now I wish we pitched. God damn it. Now I wish we fucking kept Ambusher here. Now we're just getting punished that way. They had a outburst here. They just pass. Leyline Binding. Okay. Just pass. I mean, they have the mana open. I'm just gonna do this now. They have okay, they can't mana tithe us. Like, we could do this maybe on their turn for attacks if they try to spend the mana to equip. They're gonna go get another Shadow Sphere probably. Just bauble. Okay. And another Saga. They attack, sure. We go to 10. This is a weird game. No, they hit Ambusher. I feel like if I was them, I would cast that. They have nothing else going on. No, they don't. Okay, I guess they have to. They have 3 cards in hand and 5 mana open. Cast Rhinos. Okay. That makes sense. Hallowed Moonlight. I mean, I was going to cast this at their upkeep. Now they can make another construct. It's a 7/7. We're just going to double block this. If they have the thing, they have the thing, and we just lose. See if they have Hallowed Moonlight again. Damn. Okay. They just had all the reactive spells. Mana Tithe. We go to 2. They had our Force of Vigor. That would have been a fantastic draw, I think. Killed both constructs for free. DRC. And then we're just dead to this. Let's see what our draw step is. Yeah, they had the double Saga, double Mana Tithe, Hallowed Moonlight. Yeah, we got nothing. All right, we're gonna drop from this league. I don't even want to imagine what it's like going 0-5. All right, so that was 4 colors, Shape Anew Rhinos. As you guys saw, that league was just terrible. We didn't play that well, but the matchup spread was weird, not great for our deck, not great for this version, and we never got to do the thing, which was getting Portal into play. So again, this was like a 5-0 list I found. This isn't what I would personally play. I'll show you that in a minute, but this is a list that did well. So I was like, hey, maybe we can try it and see how it goes. The mana was super awkward, kind of what we thought with all the Triumph that come into play, tap lands. We just like, I don't know. I feel like we didn't draw the greatest. Our opponents, I don't know. It was just weird games. Hammer doesn't seem like a great matchup unless we draw exactly forces. And then we played some meme decks like Crack the Earth. So when you're playing Rhinos, I think just Ardent Play and Violent Outburst, just the Rhino plan is strong in itself. We didn't really get to do that much either. It just didn't kind of work out for us. And then with the sideboard, we didn't get to board in Betrayals, Disputes, Forces, Endurance, Titan. We like the matchups that we played against. It was just pretty much force or bust. I think maybe this deck might play better against some control matchups just because we have the Disputes, the Forces, main deck to Fairy, and just kind of aggro them out. But unfortunately that did not happen, so we did end 0-4 to some close games, some mistakes of our own, but it happens. So let me show you guys what I would play, or what I am testing here. All right, so this is the list that I kind of put together that I would, I guess, prefer to play. It's primarily like a Rhinos base, Shape Anew, and Portal. So we have all our early removal and all that stuff, all our tempo, and then we can get Portal into play with Gingerbread Cav and Prismari Command. I think that's like the one downside the other list was missing, was just rarely no early interaction. Like unless you had Ambusher, you're just pretty much screwed. You guys saw we did nothing for the first 3 turns most of the time. We did mulligan a lot, but that happens. And then for the sideboard, we just have our core Disputes, Forces, Endurances, and then some fun one-ofs here for Portal to get that some decks just can't beat. So maybe we'll try this list at another time, but I'm pretty cold to playing Portal right now. This was just a terrible experience. Feel free to let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of that league. You guys can shit on me for how bad I played in some of those spots, but I don't know, we're just all kind of sads here. But regardless, thank you again so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.